Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, the High Chicago podcast is back, baby.
Hey, let's go.
For the algorithm, let's say no children though.
I mean, they can listen.
They shouldn't.
I was listening to Eddie Murphy and like Richard
children.
Pryor as a child.
That's cool, but like, if you ever want to make money from this shit, we can't say this is.
Aaron, shut up, bro. Let's not start.
I'm just being honest.
Get on my goddamn nerves. All right, let's not do that.
Jeez.
But however you guys listen to us, wherever you guys listen to your favorite podcast, we are on those platforms. Thank you guys for sticking with us. Please like, share, subscribe, comment. It feels good to be back. We've been gone for a while. I am here with my two favorite basic bitches.
Hey.
That felt offensive.
To who?
Me.
To Aaron.
You're so sensitive, bro. I thought you were gonna leave that in 2021, brother.
No. The hell, how did I leave emotions in a year?
He became an elevated individual.
Well, for those of you who don't know, right, I'm here with the beautiful Mary Claire. Mary Claire, how are you?
I'm doing good. I went into the new year pretty great, so that's a good start.
I'm here for it, and I'm here with the big teddy bear himself, Mr. Aaron Dixon.
Damn, I can't be beautiful too, my guy.
Bro, you have been so emotionally charged for the first 30 seconds episode. This is wild.
On, bro?
Let's talk about it, bro.
Oh, no.
Let's talk about it, bro.
Life is good, man.
You sure?
Life is good.
Life has been good.
How about you, Shaun?
I'm straight right now, right? Life's been good. Life's been great. Life's been shit. We've been gone for 3 or 4 months. Feels like a lifetime. I've missed you guys. I've missed you guys that have listened to us too. A lot's happened amongst all of us. I would say the last 3 or 4 months. Would you guys agree? Disagree?
Yeah.
Agree.
I agree.
And
super agree.
Shit happens unexpectedly. Life gets crazy. And so because life got crazy, we took a hiatus, right? But we're back now. But because it's our first time back in a few months, what I would love to do is kind of hear what the fuck's been going on with you guys. Because we actually haven't talked that often the way we used to. And I missed you guys. So what I want to do is I want to hear something that's been solid, right? Maybe a low point and then some unexpected. Some would say it's a high-low buffalo. You ever heard of that phrase or not?
I mean, I heard of it yesterday when you told me.
I mean, that's just a format, right?
I've never heard of this before, ever.
A friend told to me the other day, I was like, man, this sounds like some old people shit, but we're going to go with it anyway.
Well, good thing you're old, so.
That sounds like some family at the dinner table type of thing. That's exactly what it sounds like.
But like I said,
yeah, man, like granddaddy sat you down and said, all right, I want to hear your high, low, and buffalo.
Yeah, it sounds
go
like
around in a circle.
Some Full House shit. Rest in peace, Bob Saget.
Oh, man, why'd you have to go there?
I just want to throw it out there because actually a lot's happened since we last recorded, right? We lost Bob Saget.
Eddie White.
Eddie White. They freed Britney Spears finally, which is lit.
Yeah.
Old girl Ghislaine Maxwell's trial happened. She's gonna go to jail for the rest of her life, I assume. We got like 8 more COVID variants. What else? The second greatest Marvel movie of all time, Spider-Man No Way Home, dropped.
I still haven't seen
it. Second, Aaron. Yes, Mary Claire, get your shit together because we're gonna spoil it for you very soon in the group chat.
No, don't do that.
All right, so we know what Mary Claire hasn't been up to, right? Not watching Spider-Man, but Mary Claire, what's going on with your life, man? What's some good shit that's happened?
Oh, I've had a lot of I've been traveling a lot recently. For New Year's Eve, I actually got to do something on my bucket list, and I went to New York City, Times Square, and I got to see the ball drop. So it was pretty big.
Was it what it's made to be on TV? Because when I see the ball drop on TV, I'm just like, eh.
It was everything I imagined. It was amazing. Honestly, like on TV, it's nothing compared to what it is in person.
Was it very COVID-like out in New York City?
I mean, I had my mask on and a scarf, and I actually had 2 masks on. You know, I got all my vaccines and my boosters, so I was prepared. And you couldn't get into anything without, mask on, and you had to show your COVID card. So everybody there for the most part was trying to be responsible, but we were all still body to body for a little bit of time, and then we spread out. So
Aaron. I think
It's pretty amazing though.
I'm about to say, I think the ball drop is things on a lot of people's bucket list, right? Something that people want to see in person, right? So describe it in person versus on TV. And not me personally,
So,
I don't give a fuck.
I mean, on TV, you're literally you're watching a concert happen and you're literally seeing the people on the street, whatever. And then when you're actually there, you're just sitting there looking up at the sky. You're like, damn, like I'm in Times Square. There's skyscrapers everywhere. You see like the confetti falling. It's just, you have
it's
to
like, it's magical, right? It's a magical Disney moment.
And then you get to like literally be one of those people in Times Square who gets to kiss somebody at midnight. And it's like,
so you kissed somebody is what you're saying.
I did. And it was pretty great because you know what? Some old fools that I dated in the past.
Was it a random dude or like a random girl?
Was it a random dude? Random girl?
No, it was not a random guy. It's a new guy in my life. So not gonna kiss and tell too many details, but yeah.
What was the temperature like out there? I imagine it was cold as shit.
It was like 40 degrees. We had hand warmers and some whiskey, so did the trick.
Yeah, that'll naturally warm you right up.
That's lit though. Seeing the ball drop at Times Square, I'm glad it's on your bucket list. Glad you got to check that off. Now, you also said that you got to travel a lot.
Yeah.
So in the last few months, where else have you been?
I went to Vegas for my birthday. I'm potentially getting ready to go to DC in a few weeks.
Wait. I heard that. Hang on. In Vegas, right? Somebody got fucking got.
Oh yeah, I got. But don't worry, that's not my low.
Okay.
Yeah, I did. I got my phone snatched. Some motherfuckers stole it. Yeah. Yeah, my dumbass was gambling and I put it down at one point. And the next thing I know, I won $250 on blackjack. And I was like, hey. And then I was like, where's my phone? And then I was like,
was there alcohol
gotta pay for a new phone. Actually, no. There was. I was like sipping on a Long Island, but like I was not even tipsy enough to have an excuse to lose my phone for that reason. So that sucked.
I'm so pissed that you went to Vegas, right? You gambled, you won, and then had to take your winnings,
a phone with it,
and then fucking spend it on a deductible for a goddamn cell phone.
I know.
That's just the worst way to spend your winnings in Vegas. Holy shit.
It could have been worse, though. It could have been worse.
How?
I could have caught COVID again.
Again, that's right.
Also facts.
I could have got cheated on again.
Yikes.
Okay.
You know?
I could have never mind.
But
keep going. I got a list.
No, I'm saying that's solid though. Vegas trip, New York City trip, DC trip. That's good.
I'm also going to Mexico City in freaking March. So yeah, I got a lot of traveling to do.
Aren't you going to Switzerland?
I was supposed to go to Switzerland, but I actually got denied the seat. It filled up. So I'm going to Mexico City instead. But that's okay. Yeah.
Like for the same job thing you were talking about?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So for people that don't know, what am we talking about?
So for graduation for my master's degree, I'm doing for one of my final requirements, internship in another country, working for a Fortune 500 company. It was supposed to be Switzerland, but that one filled up. And there was one other slot in another trip, so I snatched it as fast as I could. So I'm going to Mexico City now.
Yeah, don't drop the ball twice.
Lit.
I'll try not to.
But also, yeah, good shit. I'm happy for you though. I'm happy that you seem to be thriving a little bit in the workspace with your personal life. You know, you got your fucking traveling out of the way for the next 5 years if you wanted to. That's really solid.
Oh no, there's more to come.
But now for every moment that you've had that's kind of high, right? Obviously there comes some lows. So in the last few months, what have you dealt with that's been kind of shitty?
Ooh,
just cheesing at the camera.
Let's just update. Hi, Chicago peeps. So yeah, I was in this 2-year relationship and found out through social media that I got cheated on for the whole relationship. The
entire time.
Found out a baby. Yeah, found out a baby was born, and then I found out that there was a second girl, and then it just kept getting messier and messier the more I looked into it. Found out the family knew, the friends knew, everyone knew except for me. Wait,
hang on. I have several questions.
Oh God, why you gotta ask questions?
Hang on, because some of these things don't make sense. Okay, so relationship for 2 years, right?
Mm-hmm.
Got it. cheated on the entire 2 years.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. A baby was had during the 2 years.
Shaun,
yeah. The last.
I have something to say about that. Are you sure she wasn't the one being cheated on?
Ooh.
Well, I did a little bit of digging, and sounds like she was a little dumb, so it's all good.
But you could have been the other girl, is what Aaron's saying, right? Because how long were they together?
I think you might have been the other girl. If there's a baby there,
he claimed that I was the number one, and that the others were side bitches that accidentally got pregnant. And I was like,
wait, they
either
both
way,
that
got
don't make
pregnant
sense. Fucked around and got pregnant
on accident
so,
twice.
So yeah,
Holy shit.
that was enough for me. So I'm good.
How did you? Wait, men have questions for a second, right?
Yeah.
Because you say you did some digging.
Yeah.
What the fuck does that mean? Where do you start? How does that begin?
First I found one post with a baby picture, and it said, "Congratulations, mom and dad." And then I was like, that's weird. I don't know who these people are. Yeah, he was tagged in it.
Okay, so you saw him getting tagged in a picture, and that's when you started going down the rabbit hole.
And then I creeped on her social media and got as much information based off like date stamps as possible. And I put 2 and 2 together because I saw a post of the two of them, and it was like, which messed up, but it said happy 5-year anniversary.
5 years.
3 days, but it was 3 days before my birthday.
Wait, I have a question, Mary Claire. Please do not take offense to this. Had you never visited his Facebook page ever before that?
So he has a Facebook page. He has nothing on it. She never tagged him in anything up until this point. So yeah, it was pretty astonishing. Yeah.
Did he live with you?
And yeah. And so I asked her about it, and she was like, I just figured he was never around because he was busy working. And I was like, girl.
Wait a minute.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. Hang on. So he lived where? With you or with her?
With me.
How could he live with you and have a whole baby?
Basically, he impregnated her by accident. And
over a 5-year span? Nah, that's not accident.
That's on purpose.
He denied that it was his baby the whole time. The baby was born, and then he accepted it. So I just managed to find out. Perfect timing. Yeah.
Wow. There are no signs of anything, like no signs of you questioning this motherfucker.
There was sketchy things about him, but nothing where I thought it was that severe. Like, I feel like every girl gets like a weird moment where they're like, is he cheating on me? But goddamn, cheating on me with 2 bitches and getting baby, like what? Yeah.
A whole baby though, that blows my mind. I'm not gonna front.
Child. Yeah. So, and I think it just kind of messed me up a lot because, like I said, his family knew, his friends knew. These are people I bonded with, spent the last few holidays with. So it was pretty messed up.
Right in the eye.
Yeah. And then they were all like texting me actually on my birthday this year, like, happy birthday, we miss you. We really wish you would come back. And I was just like, that's fucked up.
Why didn't you block him?
Fucked up.
Wait, they wish you would come back
fucked
where?
Up. Apparently to him, so it's not gonna happen. Yeah, one of the friends reached out to me and was like, you don't understand. He made mistakes, but you were the one.
Okay.
The one what?
Okay. The one.
So, okay, hang on. Now I have a question for you, Mary Claire. Don't get offended.
I won't.
I don't mean this personally.
You mean everything personally.
Okay, facts. I do. I'm being an asshole for sure. But I want an honest answer, right? This is now the second long-term thing you've been in with kind of the same end result.
Mm-hmm.
At what point did you have a look in the mirror moment to see maybe it's me? Or did you ever have that moment? No, dead ass.
What a question.
Sadly, I feel like I always thought it from like the moment I had a sour feeling in my stomach in both relationships, which is kind of fucked up because, when you do nothing wrong and yet you still blame yourself, it's really toxic. So I would say, like, at what point was I not blaming myself,
So from the time you found out, from both times, like you always thought it was you.
I didn't always think like I was the main reason, but I definitely blame myself, which is like fucked up because it's like I didn't do anything wrong. I just have to admit that. So
And that's it takes a strong person to kind of get past it, right? Happening to you once with one person is one thing, but then happening again with another person.
Yeah.
Like,
and I think that's pretty scarring too, especially when you tell the second person, like, this is what happened to me in the last relationship. And then they go and do it twice as bad. And then you're like, did I deserve it or something? Like, I don't know.
So how do you get past it?
You just gotta stay vulnerable and hope the next person's better.
You don't have an ice box where your heart used to be?
Yeah, I do.
Well, Shaun, you gotta think about it.
It's back there.
She's trying her best to, just move on.
Yeah.
That's what I did.
Honestly, the best thing you can do, I feel like I can do, is just kind of like block it out, move on. Obviously everyone dwells on the past. Like, obviously I've cried a million bajillion times, but it's kind of like at some point you got to stop crying.
Are there signs that you're going to look out for in this next relationship?
Because it is a relationship, right? You have a boyfriend again. Just so I'm clear.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's wild. That you want to talk about some wild shit? That's wild to me. So soon.
That quick.
Yeah. I think it's just because I know what kind of person I am, so I'm trusting of it. But it's also like, you guys have to remember, like, I never really had a dating phase, so it's like, whatever. I'm figuring it out through dating. So yeah. What else am I supposed to do? Sit here and be lonely and just bored? Fuck around with a bunch of random dudes and then get even twice as fucked up?
Did you say you've been there, done that already, right?
Yeah.
Everybody moves on different, though. Everybody heals different, right?
Absolutely.
I commend you for trying to continue to move forward with your life, right? I've seen you go through a lot of shit. I've known you for 15 years, right? So I know you've been through a lot. It's tough. Do you deserve it? No, right? Everything happens for a reason. And so you just gotta figure out what that reason is, right? And then how do you move forward from that?
You gotta have a good mindset of, maybe God made that happen so that it can make you a stronger person, or you never know. Like you said, everything happens for a reason.
Or remove people from your life that you thought were important that actually aren't important, and place the people in there that potentially could be, right? So this new guy.
It's true.
Right?
Yeah.
Well, before I ask about him, I have a question, one more question. Because there's two sides to every story. Two sides to every story, right?
Okay.
Would you absolutely hate it if we brought the ex on and got his side of the story?
No, thank you.
Shaun, why are you being so toxic?
I'm good.
I'm not being toxic. People want to hear the other side, maybe. I don't fucking know.
Do you want to hear what his side was?
Because
I can tell you what he said.
You're gonna give me your fucked up version of his side.
His genuine answer, his genuine response was, "Well, you never asked me if there was anyone else."
Excuse me?
He said, "You never asked if I had another baby." And I was like,
huh? Wait, what? Was there like a discussion that this is exclusive, or?
We definitely had those discussions many times before. So for him to say that was bullshit, it was just his dumbass. Yeah. But yeah, it's good.
He's bold for that being his reasoning. He probably said it with straight face too.
Oh, absolutely.
Look dead in the eyes. But you didn't ask me. What the fuck? It's not my fault you didn't ask me.
He also said, "Oh, I don't got no baby. What are you talking about?" And I was like, "What's this?" I said, "What's this?"
Show him the phone.
The man is something else, right? So I won't have him on the show while you're on for sure. I promise.
Sure, you can totally call him if you want.
You're such an asshole.
Nah, but the new guy, right? Give me a little insight on the new guy, right? How's that going?
I don't want to divulge too much. It's going too good. What if I jinx it? I don't know.
Fair. Well, good luck.
He's a great guy though.
We'll see. Right? Because they all kind of great guys at some point,
I'll
right?
let you two. How about I let you two meet him and you can interview him and then we can decide from there.
Bet. We're gonna slide to Houston, number 1. We're also gonna interview him on the show, number 2, without you, and we're gonna fucking grill the fuck out of this man. Like he's
already watched 5 episodes. He's already learned way too much.
Oh, he's already more supportive than the last one.
Facts.
Yeah.
Big
he's
facts.
also a subscriber, so you're good.
Hey.
But you know what? And I don't want you to take offense to this. That should have been a red flag with the last one.
She's young and dumb, Aaron. She's learning, bro.
Yeah.
All right. She doesn't know life experiences the way we do, right? So she's going through it.
Oh man.
Um,
Anyway, moving on.
Well,
Next person.
your Buffalo moment, right? Something unexpected.
So
I'm pregnant. No, you're not.
Look, the way she paused just let me know that she might be pregnant.
Let me just say that.
What's happening? Oh no. By the way, this is great audio.
Hey, Mary, what's going on? Can you talk? Can you speak, please?
I'm trying to. Yeah, I am pregnant, but I haven't told anyone yet.
Huh?
Wait.
Should we cut this out?
You're okay.
Okay.
My brain froze. And I'm like,
what did you get for fucking with me? Okay.
Oh, that's good.
Oh my God. Bro, don't do that. Listen, I am in my mid-30s, right? So my heart can only take so fucking much.
A baby.
And I almost saw the light, Elizabeth. You know what I'm saying? Holy shit. Okay. Now, do you have anything actually unexpected?
Well, my unexpected was to talk about, like, you know, going to Mexico City and working for a Fortune 500 company. I mean, that was a pretty big thing that I haven't really got to tell you guys yet. So that was kind of my big moment. But since you spoiled it, I figured I would lie and say I was pregnant. So yeah, that's what you get.
I thank God for Mexico City and not fucking the birth of a child. So I'm here for that for you right
Shaun
now.
hates kids.
You're not ready to be an uncle?
I'm already an uncle. I'm already an uncle.
Yes.
I just don't want it for you.
Yeah, but not for me.
Yeah, I know. Hey, maybe you get a.
You're gonna have a mini high Chicago coming out this womb.
All bullshit aside, congratulations on the opportunity for Mexico City. Like, I'm really proud of you. You've been busting your ass for the last few years to try to do something outside of your current job, right? Which I think is dope as fuck. And you're almost there.
Almost.
So good shit. Good
Final,
shit.
Final walk. Let's go.
Enough about Mary Claire. Aaron, you big, beautiful bastard. You see I call you beautiful?
Yeah, I feel
you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
So that glove, you see that glove?
You know what I'm saying? What's good, big dog, man? What's been going on with you?
You want the good?
Let's start with the high, yeah.
The high? I bought a new car. New to me, should I say.
New? Okay. What you have before and what do you have now?
Well, I had a Kia Optima.
What year?
And I went from a Kia Optima 2018. It was a new car when I bought it, but it was base model.
But Kia Optima to what?
A Lexus ES50 350.
Glow up.
Oh,
glow.
So you got money.
Oh,
okay.
Yes,
Okay.
yes. If you can pay my bills, that'd be solid because I'm not here broke as fuck.
Sir, you make more than I do.
You know what I'm saying?
Stop playing around.
Hey, but a Lexus is a big deal, bro.
Oh yeah.
Like that's cool.
I just always wanted a luxury car. And I was like, I'm in a position currently to do so. So I was like, why not go for it now?
Nice.
Working on
Treat
my credit
yourself.
has afforded me that opportunity, which we talked about in the credit episode. So I just wanted to, reiterate that. Work on your damn credit.
Yeah, because you got here go from Kia Optimas to fucking Lexuses. The fuck? You know what I'm saying?
With a lower payment, interestingly enough. Lower payment than I had with Kia.
And I remember in the group chat, bro, you were very hesitant to even like pull the trigger.
Right.
Why? Because
it's a big purchase, right? Like it costs more.
It's a commitment.
It's a more expensive car.
Aaron has commitment issues, so I get it.
Wow.
do not put that out there in the ether. I do not. But no, it's just like it's a huge thing because essentially I was 2 years away from paying out the Kia. And so in 2 years, I essentially would have my first taste of true financial freedom because I wouldn't have any bills outside of like a phone bill and rent, right? Most people can't say that in their 30s, right? But I was at that point, especially since I'm no longer a homeowner.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Good deal.
Right. But making the decision to go for the Lexus meant that I would have more years until I pay it off. So that was always like in the back of my mind, it's like, is this the right decision? Is this going to help me on the long run? Maybe not, but will I be happier?
Yes. If you got good credit or you got money, sometimes it's cool to buy nice shit.
Yeah.
Right. It feels good.
That's very true.
Right.
Oh yeah.
and you flexing a little bit.
Just gotta be careful.
Mary Claire, Aaron was at the
don't
bar.
overextend
Right?
yourself.
No, of course not. But Aaron was at the bar, MC, right? Just chilling. No one saying a word really. We're just enjoying our fucking football and our fucking drinks and shit. This motherfucker just takes out his Lexus car keys and just puts them on the bar. That just some of us just see that he's out here riding around the Lexus, bro. I was like, okay, you flexing. I see you though. That's good shit though, bro. Honestly, that's cold, brother.
Was this key? I mean, like, you made it sound like you're putting balls on the table. Like,
I mean, he felt like he was putting a big ass ball on the table, but it said like it's this fat ass Lexus symbol, right? So you might as well be putting his balls on the table. Same shit. But congratulations, brother. That's a big deal.
Yeah, good shit.
You're like glowing up in your 30s. You know what I'm saying? I see you, big dog. Good shit. So now with that, right? You have a low?
I do have a low. I sounded too excited. I'm not excited about it.
Yeah, I was like, what's going on? This is low.
Yeah, no. But no.
Yeah.
Well, just last year, and I believe I sort of alluded to it in our last episode before we went on this hiatus. I lost my mother, who was actually my last surviving parent. So that was like hard for me, because essentially she'd be the one I call when I have any issues. Anytime I'm running into financial issues, she'd be the person I call. She was like my rock. And it took me like a solid 3-4 weeks to even be just, cool with it. Not cool with it per se, but, be able to like go out and just, chill. Because I stayed in the house essentially for the first week after it happened. And then like that next weekend, I went out with Shaun and a couple other people, my girlfriend at the time. But like since then, it's been like a slow process to become whole, if you will.
And that's tough, bro, because you lost both your parents, right? So I'm still blessed to have both of mine on this planet, right? Mary Claire too, right? So we don't understand what you're going through or what you went through during that period, right? So losing your mother, like, what did that do to you mentally?
It's funny, not funny. Funny as in weird. I was at work when I found out that like she was in the hospital. I was running the shift, and like my sister texted me and told me that she had gone into a coma. And I was so lost. Like I went to the bathroom just to recompose myself. And I had to like call her and be like, okay, like I need updates, constant updates. And then when like it finally came time to make a decision, I was lucky enough to have all of her brothers and single sisters. She has only one surviving sister, to really help make the decision not so difficult, because
a supportive decision,
right?
Basically, what the long and short of it, because I don't want to like give too much information, but it was kind of like hospice or surgery, and the surgery would have given her a lower quality of life, so we decided upon hospice. And the decision was like, it was hard because I had to call like all of them, including my sister, my cousin who grew up with me, and we just we made that decision in the moment, and everyone was emotional, obviously. But overall, it, like I said, having that support system does help.
Was it unexpected?
Yeah, to say the least.
Which is the worst shit.
Too much into
which is the worst shit. Yeah.
Right, but like it happened so fast. Right, from like beginning to the eventual end was only like a week-ish.
Crazy. Well, of course, my condolences once again, brother. Right?
Yeah, you're still here in my heart. Even though we haven't been here on this, you've been here.
Yes. And we try to check in as much as possible, right? We love you, of course. Again, it's very tough to deal with. But I guess, right, you say your mom, she was your rock, right? Your go-to person, right? So then you think positive vibes, right? So what's something that your mom has instilled in you that you will never fucking forget?
Interestingly enough, being good financially. That's actually how I got to this point, right? Like I said, she was always the person, if I ever ran into issues financially, she was the one I would go to. So I've learned to, especially over like the last 6 5-ish years to not overextend myself. Because I think when I first moved out, it was like every other week I was like, hey, can I borrow $50? I have to pay this. Can I borrow $100? I got to pay this. I'll pay you back. And then eventually it got to a point where I was no longer asking her to borrow money. Right. Because I was able to see essentially how she went about life when it came to money. But she was the more responsible of the parents when it came to money. And sort of piggybacking off of what she taught me.
And that's something that you'll fucking never forget. That's something that you'll instill in your kids if you have kids in the future, right? So,
and while Shaun is laughing about you putting your big car key on the table, your mom up there dancing like, "Hey, my son got a lick."
I swear to God, though, you feel me? And that's cold, though, bro. That's cold, man. And like things like that make me. So I'm not really close with my parents, right? We're not close like that, right? I want them to be happy. I want them to be alive and healthy, right? But I try to value them as much as I can while they're here. I maybe show it in a different way, right? And so for somebody who lost both their parents, I think for people out there that have their parents, right, you would tell them to appreciate them while they're here.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. Appreciate them while they're there. My mom lived in Florida, and I think in my basically 6 years away from her, I visited 4 or 5 times. It was hard. Again, like I said, I wasn't initially financially able to do that often. Right. But like I think in the last year and a half, I was able to go down there twice. So that like I did become able to do that, further on in life. But early on, once in 2 years, and then once again. So the second time I went there when I was on a vacation with my ex's family. So yeah, being able to do that on my own, helps. And I'll probably go visit my sister at some point because she still lives in Florida.
Right. While you can,
What about that buffalo though?
But also before you give that though, thank you both for being very vulnerable with your personal shit. Right. You didn't have to go into detail the way you guys did. But we all are just regular motherfuckers and we go through regular shit every fucking day. And people
Shaun,
out there go through too.
Shaun likes to be an asshole. No, I'm just kidding.
I can't help
Shaun
it.
has always been that guy.
It was the way I was born. Blame my mom. All right.
We'll talk about that later.
But thank you both, honestly, dead ass. So yeah, Aaron, your Buffalo moment, man, something unexpected.
So what's unexpected is actually the job I have currently. So like I said, I was when I found out about my mom, so it kind of like ties in. When I found out about my mom, I was working a different job. I didn't really like the job. I hated it completely. But while I was off during the bereavement period, I was able to actually go in for an interview, and I got hired on the spot. It's really just shipping and receiving, but it's a customer service position, and I much more prefer that to general labor, which
there you go.
Like my job wasn't really general labor, but it had a lot of labor in it because I was a team leader in my last job, but it was less of being that and more of physical labor. And I was like, I'd rather be somewhere where I'm using my mind rather than my body. I prefer it that way. And so getting that new job, it's done wonders for me mentally. Because I gotta say, I hated my last job.
I need to get like you.
Shoot. For real. I hated all of that shit. And so now
you gotta protect your mental, man. A lot of times, like, we let work stress us the fuck out.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And we think we have no choice but to deal with it, right? But no, the choice is get another job.
Yep. Yeah. And I enjoy that about our generation is that we'll leave a job in a heartbeat, bro. Except for Mary Claire, I guess. But we will all leave a job.
I was just gonna say, come on now, Aaron. Don't put me on the spot now. Come on.
God, but
come on.
If we're not enjoying it, we will leave a job. Our former colleague on this show, JV, my man's jumped jobs like nothing. My man
once a month, that ass he had a new job. Swear to God, bro.
I heard he has some other place now too, flipping burgers. No, I'm just playing.
No,
you saying JV's down bad now?
No, I heard it's a real high class burger joint. I'm just kidding.
No, okay.
White Castle and shit.
Fuck out of here. Fancy burger.
No,
it's like an In-N-Out,
But that's real shit though, man. Leave your job, man. If you can afford it, right? Leave your job. I think that mental health needs to be prioritized way more when it comes to the workspace specifically. That even for me right now, like I don't do that for myself, and I need to. And I'm trying to get better at that and move on potentially at some point. right? But yeah, the job that you have can drain the fuck out of you, and then that can just domino effect into the rest of your life.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And both of you guys are in companies that have employees north of 100, right?
Facts.
Yes.
You guys have heard of the new OSHA mandate. I don't know if that's
Yes.
affecting you guys since you guys are in the retail space.
We're gonna have to talk about that next episode because y'all don't even want to know.
Shaun, is it
I have no idea what
affecting
you're
you?
talking about.
You have no clue?
Well,
Well, shit, you'll probably find out within the next like week or so.
He'll have to
What is
find
it?
out.
Because
Yeah.
it's gonna go into effect next month. As of I believe it's February 1st. OSHA mandates employers that have more than 100 employees have to have them. They have to either have a vaccine or booster, which I think you have to.
Wait, we're gonna talk about that for my shit. Don't you worry.
Yeah. Oh,
Oh, okay.
Don't you fucking worry.
So you do know about the mandate.
So he just doesn't know what OSHA is.
Yeah, I'm like, what the fuck is OSHA?
He has no clue. Who the fuck is OSHA?
Do you even know what OSHA stands for?
It was never presented to me in that way.
No.
So no, what the fuck is OSHA?
Yeah.
Make Claire educate me. Go ahead.
No. Go ahead.
OSHA.
I want to
OSHA
hear
is
your
basically
high,
the
low,
government.
low.
Yeah, it's the government governing body of workplaces.
Operational.
It stands for
safety, health.
Yeah, occupational safety and health.
I
just blame Biden.
Administration.
I was like, Biden's forcing the shit. All right, we'll figure it out.
No, this is OSHA.
They want safe. They want safer workplaces.
Fuck OSHA too.
Okay, but you know what, Shaun? Let's turn the camera to you and the attention to you.
It's time to turn
Let's
the table.
hear your high moment.
So it's actually something that we never touched on the show, even though it happened back in September, right?
Ooh.
So there was a lot of stress and financial burden and planning that went into the event that we had in September, right?
Mm-hmm.
A Celestial Night, right, in Richmond Park. It was September 25th, I want to say, co-hosted by Celestial Music. And like that shit went off damn near solid as fuck, right?
Yeah.
We had more people in attendance than I thought. We got reaction to it at the end better than I thought. I got to network with Chicago media personality Olivia Shield. Got to talk to DJ Shy Blizz, who's very famous on the radio. And that was just a big networking event for me specifically. And that was a really outside of the box moment for me because I've never done anything like that in my entire life, right? So the fact that it was successful and I got to network with people in the media for me was unmatched because ultimately, if I could have my career be in any sort of field, it would be in some sort of media platform, radio, podcasting, ESPN. I don't care. I need to get my foot in the door somewhere because the role that I have now, right? I don't enjoy it. I'm good at it.
It doesn't match up. It doesn't match up with your dreams.
Right. Or my passion.
Fair enough.
Right. But the fact that I got to do that got my foot in the door of what could be. Right. And so we're actually planning another event for this year. It's either going to be in March or April. Stay tuned.
Mexico City. No, I'm just kidding.
I mean, maybe that. Right.
Go.
But the fact that I was a part of that and we were part of that and High Chicago was a part of that overall, right? It was just an amazing experience to be a part of, right? The shit was great. We got to see a lot of local talented artists from Celestial Music, like Kofi, like Cassidy, one of the co-owners, fucking Phenom, right? So Kid Maine. So I loved it. I loved every bit of that. That was a very high moment for me because I got to dip my toes into something I've never done before.
That's a good one. Okay.
Hey, I like that, man. Would you say that you were 50% of the planning committee, or did you take more of a back seat in those situations?
So when it came to the planning of how it was gonna be laid out, right, I was about 50-50 with the shit, right? But there were moments and meetings that I missed because of work that I wish I would have been a part of, so that way things could have gone a little bit different for the concert in general, but also for High Chicago specifically, right? We were there, but we weren't there the way I want us to be there. And part of that was because I didn't communicate enough the partnership that we were gonna have with this music group. Right.
And so you
go ahead.
Have you started to iron out those details, maybe put together a plan for like the next meeting?
The day after.
Okay.
The day after the event, we went back to work.
He's so hyped for this next one.
I swear to God, we talked about what went well, what we could have done better, what we could have done different. the moments that we procrastinated and taking care of, the small details. There was so much that we could have done different. It was our first time doing it though.
Yeah.
Right.
Which
For
is
High
okay.
Chicago
You live
and
and you
Celestial
learn.
Music. Yes, but it was still very, very successful for what it was. And I enjoyed it. Everybody went there, had a fucking ball.
Hey, I know I did.
Everybody had a
fun.
fucking ball.
It was definitely
right?
fun.
But
Yeah.
the next one's gonna be bigger and better. That I can fucking promise you.
Okay.
And so I can't wait. I cannot wait. Stay tuned. 2022, High Chicago Celestial Music Part 2.
Let's make sure we stay consistent with releasing episodes, though, man. That way we can actually have a huge presence at this place.
No, facts. So 2022 is going to be different for High Chicago also, right? Everything's going to be turned around a lot quicker, right? Because part of the reason why we stopped, right, is I kind of lost confidence in myself.
We got to raise the bar.
Too. We do though, right? And so JV is a very important part of this show. I'm not going to deny that, right? However, the three of us still need to step our games up to keep this show to the level it needs to be at, right? Because we produce some good shit. We could be better though. And so I lost confidence in myself that we could be better as a threesome and we needed a foursome, and that's not the case.
That's what she said.
Okay. Wow. Goodness.
Slut. Jesus
Way to
Christ.
go dirty. Way to go dirty.
Love you, Mary Claire. Not for real.
Shaun, I gotta say, I was still proud of what we put together. It was great. I do wish we got more speaking, but I'm just happy that we were there and recognition when all the things popped off, and proud of you, Shaun. More than anything.
Yeah.
Proud of you.
Super proud of you.
Thank you guys. Thank you guys. But it'll be better next time. Like we let's live and learn, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
Well, let's turn gears a little bit, just a tiny bit, and let's hear what your low was, Shaun. Because Shaun always seems to be very, very happy. Except recently, which we've
I hate
talked
to hear
about,
his low.
but I want to hear what your low was, Shaun.
Where do I begin? So me and my siblings, right? We're not that close. Right. But the one time a year we all get together, it's Christmas Eve. The entire family gets together, and it's the most fun I have in a single day. We all get together, we laugh, we talk shit, the entire family's together. It's just a good time because it's once a year that we're all actually in the same space.
Okay.
So I had an idea this year. Hey, let's have what's called Siblings Day, November 7th. All the siblings are gonna get together for the first time ever, right? Just us, and we'll drink, we'll play some games, and it'll be a fucking ball, right?
Okay.
We all don't share the same parents, right? So there's a lot of underlying things that don't get talked about sometimes, right? So then when you mix that with liquor, you have the recipe potential for shit to go sideways. And shit actually turned out great in the beginning. It was lit. Everybody was having a good time. It was fun. We're playing games. We're talking shit. It was great. However, I have a mouth that sometimes can say some shit that's kind of hurtful.
Yeah, that's an understatement.
Yeah, we know. We understand that.
There's no excuse for it. There's no justification for it. My intention sometimes is to hurt, even though maybe I'm not thinking about it in the moment. It is what it is, what I did, right? And so I said some hurtful shit that day to my older sister, right? And of all my siblings, her and I are amongst the closest. We'd maybe go 2-3 days max without talking at all, right? But the way shit popped off this night, we actually haven't spoken since the 7th of November.
Oh no.
Right. And it sucks. It sucks. But the way that I said some things, the way she reacted to the things that were said, it could have changed the course of everybody's life that night in different directions.
That's deep.
It is, right? But it was some real shit that we've experienced together, and it kind of split the family up a little bit, right? And so shit sucks. And hopefully one day her and I can air it out on the show, right? Just to kind of give.
We want that to happen on the show?
I think it should.
I'd rather happen in private first, and then
maybe, right? But I'm kind of more about.
Do you see this as something that's repairable, in the near future, or do you think it's going to take a long time?
I don't know, right? Everybody kind of heals different, right? So what I said to her, obviously cut her very deep, right? I think we're blocked on each other's social medias.
Oh wow!
At this point too, And then her reaction like fucked with me very heavy too, because I went through some shit when I was younger. And so it kind of gave me PTSD like towards that shit, right? So I don't know, right? It could be fixed tomorrow, could be 6 months, could be 6 years. Like, I don't know.
So
go ahead.
I'm gonna speak from the perspective of someone who like is really close with their sibling, but I couldn't imagine like, and I'm not gonna go too much because I actually know the entire story, but I couldn't imagine a reaction near that point where your sister reacted to. So my real question is like, could you have ever seen that happening before that night?
No, never, right? But at the same time, I was wrong.
Absolutely.
I was wrong for what I said, right? But in my mind, I don't care what you say to me as my sibling, right? Even my parent, right? Whatever. There's nothing that you can say to me that's gonna make me react like that. But everybody doesn't think like me either.
Right.
So I hit a
that's
trigger.
probably what you were thinking in the moment.
Of course, I hit a trigger, right? Let's talk shit, let's argue about it, let's fucking whatever, right? But I didn't think it was gonna get to that level. And had I reacted different, right? Again, everything could have gone a lot differently for everybody.
Well, if there's something I can share, Shaun, I mean, you know my whole family. I am the youngest of 6, and I've had siblings where I didn't necessarily get along with them or even talk to them for a long period of time. I've gone as long as 4 years without talking to one of my siblings. And, I've mended those things. And, I've reconnected with some of my siblings who I've been more distant with in the past. But if there's one thing there's 2 things I could say. One, sometimes you do need your own space.
Right.
Just have your thoughts to process things, to collect it. But 2, I learned in that 4 years that I maybe waited too long to amend it. So if there's one thing, I think you should take from this is that I think it's okay that maybe you guys aren't talking right now, but I also think that maybe you should really think about how long is too long to amend things.
No. And I had one more question, Shaun.
Shoot.
Only because of like this whole situation. Who do you think is going to take to actually step forward and try to take that first step towards mending that broken relationship?
Well, my mom started it, right? My mom, playing the mom role, wants to play peacemaker and get us back together. That didn't work.
But no, I know it's going to take one of you too. So that's, yeah.
We're both in the wrong to some extent, right? I guess it's whoever stops being in their feelings or stops being stubborn first. But we're both 2 very stubborn individuals. But also, Aaron, it's not about being stubborn, right? Like, we both were emotionally fucked up in 2 different ways because of what happened. So like, I can't really answer that because like, I'm not over it, right? Clearly she's not over it either. So does it
like
fall
I
on
said,
the
time
older
will heal a
sibling,
little
or
bit.
does it fall on the person who said the wrong thing on the wrong platform, right? At the wrong time, potentially. I don't know.
Sometimes that doesn't even matter. Sometimes it just takes one person being like, you know what, it's been too long since we spoke. I got to be the one to speak first. Say whatever you got to say just to even get the ball rolling.
Facts. And it's tough. You know what I'm saying? Again, we've never gone this long in our entire lives. I'm 32. We've never gone this long in our entire lives without speaking, right? So it's difficult.
Right.
But again, we each have our reasons for why we haven't reached out. And like, that's fine. Everybody heals different.
That's true.
And, one day we'll figure it out. We'll hash it out. And then hopefully we can get back to normal. When that will be, stay tuned, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, I hope it happens sooner rather than later to where it gets too late. Because the worst thing
I know you guys will work it out.
Yeah, the worst thing happen is one of you unexpectedly passes, and then the other one goes on the rest of their life knowing the last thing was whatever happened that night. I'm
gonna be a good sister and make sure that doesn't happen. I'm gonna put Shaun on the 6 to 8 month track.
6 to 8 months.
And I'm gonna make sure that you don't take longer than 6 months to start thinking about how you're gonna mend this shit. Cause
I appreciate
Speaking of unexpected though, what's your Buffalo moment, man?
Yeah. You gonna be a daddy?
No. Please stop. So we've been in this panty, right, for a couple years now. You know what I'm saying?
Going on junior year COVID.
no.
That's what's up.
I swear, right? And I've been doing my part, in my opinion, right? I stay masked up. You know what I'm saying? I did the social distancing shit. I washed my hands every 2 seconds. I bought all the toilet paper on the planet fucking at one point in time. You know what I'm saying? Like I did my part.
What is he about to say?
But then life comes at you, right? And so my job had put out, hey, people in my position, right? By January 25th, you need to be vaxxed up fully.
Oh, they put a vaccine mandate on you, period.
Facts. And I was like, I'm not doing that. But then the United Center, same thing, right? Fucking the gym I go to, same thing. Places around here are doing the same thing. So I have two choices. I can either get vaxxed up or I can stay the fuck at home and maybe be jobless. So you know what I chose?
Wow.
I chose on January the 5th to get my first shot.
Oh, look at you.
I'm not anti-vax. Let me just be clear on that. I'm not anti-vax.
I'm proud of you.
But I was like, I don't want this for me, right? Because I was doing my part. And at one point in time, wearing a mask was good enough, right? Washing your hands and keeping your distance was good enough. So it threw me off when all of a sudden that's not good enough anymore, right? So that threw me the fuck off. But when everything around me is like forcing the shit, it's just like, fuck it. I put so much tequila in my system anyway. Like this vaccine is probably not going to be that bad, right? That was my logic at the end of the day, right?
Of course it was.
But also, public service announcement: if you guys, fuck you, if you guys drink enough tequila, it'll actually make your immune system flawless. I haven't been sick in so fucking long because my veins are injected with tequila. Okay.
I bet you when he went and got his shot, he was like, "You got some tequila too?"
I asked if I could have a shot right after.
Actually, probably, yeah. That's probably.
And he probably went to the nearest Pepe's and was like, "Line them bitches up."
I'm vaxxed up. It's a new year, new me. Except same me though. You know?
Okay. Except same me.
I'm proud of you. I'm proud of you.
But that was unexpected because I've been so fuck that shit.
Isn't that a LaMelo Ball quote, my guy?
It is. I fucking LaMelo heavy, boy. LaMelo heavy.
Same me though.
Now Shaun can venture out into the world.
I could do that regardless, but yeah.
Honestly, Shaun, I know what was gonna happen because we were probably gonna plan a trip soon, and it's like, damn, Shaun, the only one of us who ain't vaxxed. This gonna be a problem.
Hey, listen, life comes at you fast. They forced me into a bind within like a 2-month period. I folded, right, and now let's hope I don't die from the shit. But I was down bad after that first shot, boy. I was down bad, and I went to work after that first shot. My arm was
a shoulder.
Yeah, shoulder shot for sure. My arm was fucked up, but like I was fucking fatigued. I was fucking lightheaded as fuck. I didn't want to do shit. That second shot's gonna be worse.
Tequila kicking in.
Well, I don't know. I didn't have that bad of a reaction from either one. The only one, the second one, my arm hurt a little bit more, but it was like I was fine.
Yeah, I didn't have any side effects.
But also, fuck that shit for mandating that shit, bro. Fuck that. That's bullshit. But another conversation for another day.
Yeah.
You know,
for sure.
But yeah, your boys got his first shot finally. Gang, we out here.
Got that glow.
Yeah.
Now,
Moderna mob, baby.
Swear to God, bro, a whole lot of Moderna shit. Now, I mean that's enough of the catch up though, right? I think that was a lot that we kind of went through.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
But that's where High Chicago's been at the last fucking few months, right?
But
like
back,
I said,
baby.
we back, baby.
What it do, baby?
So what I'd like to talk about in the next episode, if you guys don't mind, man, a little more heavy shit, but not for real. Touch on the Bob Saget shit. Hit a lot of motherfuckers kind of heavy, right? You know what I'm saying? Betty White shit, not as heavy, but like it got Aaron to thinking, if I'm not mistaken, right, about celebrity deaths that kind of fuck with you. Heavy, right? That's not gonna be the whole episode, but I like to kind of kick it off that way on the next show. Because I think everybody who's listening has been touched by a celebrity death in some way, shape, or form, right? I have stories about people in my family that were fucked up by certain deaths. Me specifically, I was one. That's gonna be the whole episode, but I'd like to touch on that a little bit on the next one if you guys are cool with that.
Oh yeah,
sounds good.
You know, we're not gonna be 2 more, but I promise.
Good.
I promise. But until next time, guys, thank you guys for once again tuning in. Whatever podcast platform you listen to, please continue to support us. We love you all. We appreciate you all for taking the time to listen, share, like, subscribe, comment on this heavy ass episode from 2022 to kick it off. I need a new ending. Which we switch up the ending with? I don't want to say peace.
Until next time.
What did it
Peace.
do,
That's our
baby?
thing.
Until next time, per Aaron, we out this bitch,
No.
baby. Peace.
Peace out, baby. There you
Clear,
go.
stop it.